Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I haven't been here since Dexter.
Yes.
The whole like Hall H, like you feel like you're a Beatles season finale craziness. But I could not imagine coming back on any other show. Like it's like the it's like I feel like after Dexter I'm like, where do I go from here? It's like dating a great guy. And now I'm like, oh, I go to Lucifer. Yeah. So I'm very excited.
Which is kind of where I wanted to start this with you. This
Sure.
obviously then isn't your first experience of coming into a show that's already been going.
Right.
Were you able to take anything from that Dexter experience, jumping on that train, and bring it to coming onto this show?
Yes. Try not to mess it up. And you know, it's funny. It's like being the new kid in school. You're like, God, where do I sit in the cafeteria? Or, you know, there's like a family and a bonding that's already pre-existing before you get there. So, you know, everyone on Dexter, Michael C. Hall, Jennifer Carpenter, super welcoming. And I thought that was kind of like a fluke, and they were very supportive, and they created an environment where you're allowed to like take risks and play and try things, right, and not be all like self-conscious and guarded. And here, these people are some of the most, I mean, let me tell you, I had no place to stay when I first got here. I've been sleeping at Leslie Ann's, okay? So Leslie Ann's, I'm crashing on her couch. She's been cooking me food. This is her shirt that she literally got from her, because she's like, I'm gonna hook you up with some fancy Japanese designer. And like, this is the kind of female to female support that I am just so giddy about, you know. And I'm getting a little bit like, even Lauren, like on my coverage when it's my close-up, Lauren is like boom, 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 and just giving it all. And I'm like, you know, for a girl who's like the new girl on the team to just be welcomed with open arms by the girls who are super hot and funny and attractive and talented, it's like heaven, you know. So it's been great. So I just learned to like do good work, you know, follow everyone's lead, and then if they're welcoming and inviting, just go in for the hug.
So we heard that your character is a woman of faith.
Yes.
What can you tell us about how she's going to fit into the story and interact with Lucifer and the other characters?
Yeah, so she's a forensic scientist. So she's out on the crime scenes with Chloe and Lucifer consistently, and Lucifer is completely intrigued by her because she is a woman of faith and is not confused, you know, by like God, whereas like Lucifer is completely confused by God, and he's intrigued that she is so confident and clear in her faith. And I always, you know, the writers were telling me that it's almost like God is like this rock star where he's inspiring to all these people he's never met, but he's kind of like a crappy dad to his own kid. So in the same way, you know, God is like this inspiring, you know, force to people globally, but he's kind of like a crappy dad that abandons his kid to Lucifer. So he's got daddy issues. She loves his dad. And she's also has no sense of space with him. So she's like constantly invading his space. She's like hugging him. She's like patting him on the back. She's calling him loose, you know. And then he gives her a look, and she's like, if her, you know, because she just is like completely fearless. So I think she brings light to this in the same way I think that Jamie brought light to the dark world of Dexter. I think that Ella brings light to this underbelly of like people who are sometimes self-conscious. She completely does not judge. She's completely open to humanity. She loves people, and she loves to play. And Lucifer likes to play too, but he's a little bit more sinister. So they bond in that like, they both are like kids in a candy store with like the excitement of discovery, but you know, but she's super professional, but she's kind of goofy. So I guess she brings like light into crime scenes that could just be like, oh, dead body. She's so intrigued by the body that she might like, you know, forget that she's here. Like so she brings levity to like all those crime scenes, and I think light to this underworld of Lucifer.
Is there any, I have to ask, is there going to be any kind of love connection between anything happening there that, you know, girls?
Oh
Yeah.
No. Let's just say I'm not at liberty to say.
Okay.
But let me just say, okay. Let me just say that there's some very cool things happening. And here's the thing: what I love about her is like she's this chick who watches the same shows as Trixie. Like, she watches Nickelodeon shows. She loves The Shining. She, like, you know, loves to wear her, like, rocker t-shirts. And yet she's, like, super smart. And I love that she's, like, a woman of science and a woman of faith, which is such a unique thing. And you don't see also women of color a lot of times. Like, I can't think of, you know, I think there's very few, like, Latina scientists on TV, you know, so I love that she can just be like all of those things and just represent chicks as they are, like sexy, cool, funny, a little goof sometimes, super smart, and like, you know, fun.